The most potent part of healing from complex PTSD is unlearning the beliefs about yourself, unlearning the beliefs about your surroundings, the world, your worldview, unlearning behaviors, and unlearning default emotional states. I know in myself, my default emotional state was always one of hypervigilance and one of awareness with a negative spin. Unlearning all of this and realizing that things that were told to you about yourself are not true, and then having alternate beliefs about yourself to replace them with. Where do you get those beliefs from? You get those beliefs from friends that are real friends, from therapy, from mental health coaches, from teachers who see the goodness in you. I often talk about something that sticks in my mind when I was a little girl, probably about 8 years old. And I was in the back seat of a car coming home from church. And the couple were the deacon and the deacon's wife of the church. And she looked in her mirror, and I remember looking up in her mirror and seeing her look at me, and she said, "What a good little girl. You are such a good little girl." And that changed a lot, just that one statement. So when we get statements like this said to us about ourselves, that is life-changing. It's very, very helpful. At first, we don't believe those beliefs. At first, we don't change our default emotional state because it's our identity and it's our sense of security. So who's going to want to change that when we're already insecure? And changing those core cognitions are going to rattle our nervous system even more. Once you start to change those beliefs, your identity shifts. And it's then that you begin to realize that you're more than this body, that you are also a spirit. Your spirit is the part of you that is observing what you're doing right now. It's almost as if it's above you, looking down and observing you. That's your spirit. And our spirits are pure consciousness. Our spirits are divine. They're from source. They're from divinity. So that's where we need to go back to because that's where we originated from. So once your identity starts to shift, you realize things like just because someone doesn't return a phone call does not mean that something is wrong with you. You realize that just because you were the last person to be chosen for the athletic team and phys ed in high school, that something is wrong with you. You realize that that's not the truth. You realize that just because you don't like to eat meat or rabbits or ducks or deer meat and everyone else does, that something is wrong with you. You realize these things because you realize that it's all about functioning on a different frequency. And we'll get into that more as I make more and more videos. But I want to make this information cumulative so that it leads up to a deeper understanding of the energy and the spirituality behind all of what I'm saying right now. So stay tuned.